Hey guys, it's Ann. I'm popping on this afternoon because look over my shoulder. I've got milk in my blender. So guess what I'm gonna do? I am gonna make homemade Alfredo sauce. And you guys, this is so easy. And I'm doing a 4-cup batch, which is actually double the recipe that comes with the cooking blender. So yes, this is Pampered Chef's cooking blender. I absolutely love this gem because it works like a regular blender and so much more. It actually cooks and it actually cleans. Yep, you heard me right. It does both. And I wanted to do it today because tonight I'm making a chicken ravioli type dinner that you use some Alfredo sauce in it. So I wanted to get this going. So I thought I'll just pop on and show you guys exactly how easy this is. So far, all I've done is powered on the blender. So it says lid right now. It's telling me the lid's not on, so it won't operate. I've put in 4 cups of milk. And I'm going to put in 1 capful of crushed peppercorn and garlic because you gotta have some seasoning in Alfredo, at least some salt and pepper, you guys. Otherwise it can be pretty bland. I am going to lock the lid and it's talking to me. So it's saying, which setting do you want? So I am going to move the dial and it changes across the top. I am going to not do smoothie, not make alternative milk, not make or not grind with it, but you can grind. Like you can grind the chunk of Parmesan if you wanted that's for this recipe. I'm not washing it yet, but there's a heated wash. I'm not making soup. I'm not doing a heated puree. I'm not making strawberry jam or any kind of jam. Nope, I want the very last thing, which is sauce. Except there's one more setting you could do, which that is custom. So you could do custom to do something else, or you could just use the pulse button. But instead, I'm gonna use sauce. And this is gonna get kind of loud, so I'm just going to start it for a minute here. And I'm going to give you an idea of what this does. So, as you can see in here, I'll just pause it so we don't have to listen to it the whole time. That is taking milk right from my freezer, putting it in the blender with the seasoning, and now it is going to warm it and get it to the right temperature for me to then add in the roux to add some thickening. So the roux for this recipe is so easy. I took 6 tablespoons of butter and melted it in the microwave, and I'm now stirring in just a 1/2 cup of flour. So I am making my roux in the batter bowl. Nope, actually this isn't the batter bowl. This is one of the 2-cup prep bowls that I absolutely love. And this is the little mini skinny scraper. So I am going to cook this roux for 1 minute to 2 minutes in the microwave till it's all completely piping hot. But I'm not gonna do that step right now because I want the milk to get cooking. But the cool thing that will happen is when it is ready for me to add the roux, it is going to stop and across the screen it's gonna say add. And then what you do is you just open up the lid this way and you put in the roux. And then you lock that lid and you hit start again. It's gonna cook with the roux. And for Alfredo sauce, it's gonna stop one more time and it's gonna say add. And then I am going to put in the 2 heaping cups of Parmesan cheese that's been grated right in here. And then just pulse it a couple times to let the cheese melt and blend in. And then I have Alfredo sauce. And if I have extra, it freezes fantastic. So, had to show it today, because one of the other things about the blender or the air fryer or the ice cream maker, the chop and stir, anything with a plug-in, our coffee maker, all of those are the promotions in April. If you want one, you can have a host party of any kind. Text the party link, do a real Facebook party with me, do a live cooking party with me. Any of those ways, and yep, you're gonna save 60% off the price of the blender or any of those other electrics in the month of April. So if you're interested, hit me up. If you're curious about the chicken Alfredo ravioli recipe that I'm making for tonight, let me know in the comments and I can drop the recipe in there. And then if you guys are cooking today, what sounds good? Let me know. See you soon.